Just 11 days after suffering a high ankle sprain in the season opener, right guard DJ Fluker is back out on the practice field with his teammates. Now, he was limited in Thursday's practice and they weren't in pads as they prepare to head to Minnesota and take on the Vikings for week 3 of the season. But it's still a step in the right direction for Fluker. Will he play Sunday? I don't happen to think so. I think it was a sprain, and I don't think you risk further injury by putting him out on the field too soon. But he could play, and I've been wrong before, so we'll see what the coaches do. As far as that line as a whole, center Chris Watt did have a groin injury, but he was practicing on Thursday. I think he stays there, and they sub in Trevor Robinson if need be. And as far as that right guard position, I think they keep Chris Hairston there. Now, he played on Sunday against the Bengals, didn't have his greatest game, but it was his first NFL start since 2012. And his first start ever at the right guard position, and it was a very good Bengals defensive line. I think he will have a better game against the Vikings, more reps, more comfort at that position. I think they keep him there and they start to work Fluker in after that. Another player to watch, tight end Ladarius Green. Now, he suffered another concussion this week. It's his second concussion in 2 weeks, his third in under a year. But he's been on the practice field. He's been limited, but he's been on the practice field Wednesday and Thursday. Normally when a guy suffers a concussion, he misses at least one practice. It's not like Ladarius Green is like locked away in some dark, quiet room trying to heal from this concussion. He's out there on the field in this San Diego heat and humidity. He's working. So it's not clear how severe it is, but the fact is it's still a concussion, and those are serious no matter how you cut it. So it will be interesting to see what they do with Ladarius Green. I asked offensive coordinator Frank Reich how he handles that concern for the player's health versus the fact that they could use Green out there, especially with the absence of tight end Antonio Gates. Here's what Reich had to say.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Ladarius playing great, and, obviously, first of all, is a guy who you love. You love this guy as a teammate. He's a great person and a great player. So you're, first of all, concerned for him as a person. How bad it is. Honestly, I really don't even get into that. I would just tell us Coach McCoy, tell us who we got on Sunday, that kind of deal. That's the way we have to approach it. Personally, you just hope for the best for him, but as a coach, this guy's a playmaker, and he's a very good football player who's building confidence and making plays in the first 2 games. It was a big part of the game plan. So, if he doesn't play, that's missed.
Frank Reich also talked about wide receiver Stevie Johnson, said that he can't say enough good things about Stevie and that he feels like Stevie has been here for the last 5 years instead of just being signed with the team this offseason. I talked to Stevie a little bit about that after practice. He said, look, that's a testament to Phillip Rivers and the fact that he's a great communicator. He embraces us in this offense. He wants us to succeed. He said that Phillip is an unconventional quarterback and he is an unconventional wide receiver and that it works. And when he was pressed on that, he said, I don't run routes the way they're written on paper. I sort of do my own thing. And Phillip is able to adapt to that. He's able to accept me as that kind of wide receiver, and he's still able to get me the ball and make it work between us. This is something we knew about Stevie. It's been written about Stevie. But I think the telling thing here is that they're able to utilize him in this position and put him in a position to succeed. And that's something Stevie hasn't had, at least not in a long time. So he finds that comfort level with Phillip and that trust level with Phillip. Stevie said that there was some resistance to that at first, but that once they saw that he was able to get in the position to make the catch and that he was making the catch, they allowed him some flexibility on that route running. Stevie also said, look, he feels like this is his last go-round in the NFL. He feels like this is his last hurrah. He said that he wants to take everything he's learned, the good and the bad, from his years in the NFL and make it work for him in San Diego. It would be foolish not to. So it kind of tells you where he's at from a mental standpoint, that this is very important to him on a personal level. It'll be interesting to see the relationship between he and Phillip Rivers develop. So far, it's been very, very good. I have a feeling it's just going to grow as time goes on. From Mighty1090.com, I'm Annie Heilbrunn.